Buddy, welcome to Froggy Stocks. Nothing I say is financial advice, entertainment purposes only. My webcam is frozen. Yeah. Morning, everyone. Not a financial advisor. Nothing I say is financial advice. Just wanted to get on Monday. No market today. Want to do some quick ape stuff. I got some really good things that make me feel good about ape. Even better about ape. I really like where we're heading. One, I've seen a conversion type reverse split QSIP change before in COSM, which caused massive volatility, which was really fun playing. Now we're doing it on APE and AMC, which is like 10 times, it's probably 5 times the float. So it's really interesting. Currently, AMC is reported at 22.9 per 3 short interest, 23% basically, which is really high. That's over 117 million shares, give or take, general math. And then at the current share prices, which is nearly, let's just say $5, it's over $500 million. That is a lot of short interest on a company going through something like this. It's going to be very interesting. APE itself is reported as 6.76, so basically 7%, but the AMC cost to borrow is through the roof. I don't know if it's on here or not. I had it up earlier. But at one point Friday, it was over 500% cost to borrow. That means keeping a short position open, which is going to require you to continue shorting, is going to be really, really expensive. You do not want to incur a 500% cost to borrow on a $5 stock. It's just not a good deal to be short, especially when we're coming to this bullish 2-year descending wedge breakout pattern. Like the entire market's in the same boat right now, where there's this long drop that we had for almost 2 years. The SPY reacts a little differently, but overall, we come out, we had a massive bull flag that broke down the day Adam Aron said the T0 security token was likely illegal. He should have never tweeted that. That is absolute garbage that he put that out as a CEO and chairman. That was basically like saying, hey, it's open season on our stock, come on in and short it now. That was an official statement made on a non-official company account without filing any type of forward matter from the company that gave shorts the green light to go ahead and short the piss out of this thing. Then we had the big run here around March 31st, which was the same time frame Melvin Capital blew up. So I'm thinking they got a margin call on the IWM. They had to cover it. We had a market melt up. Citadel bailed them out and then pulled the market all the way back down. This should have been a major breakout point. Then we had this breakout point, which was basically APE being issued. It caused the same situation where there was another melt up. Now the problem is with these big melt ups like this, that's shorts covering and getting back in and covering and getting back in. The short interest is still the same amount, but certain positions and people have got out of the play, or their position was bought out so others didn't, starve on the short crush that we almost had twice here. Now we come in, Adam Aron says, hey, you guys wanted to use DRS. Me and Froggy Styles went out, re-educated, did another push. We ran to $9. That's when I decided to get out after all the big influencers, Blunts, Bigums, Denaro, all them guys. They're anti-DRS. Casey Shaw, who's an absolute fool, anti-DRS. So me and Froggy just said, we're not going to get attacked and sit here. The rate and volume, the volume and speed at which you DRS a float is how the magnitude of the play, the price action will go. If people DRS fast and a lot in a hurry in a certain time frame, it's going to cause shorts to cover. But if only a quarter of the retail and population does it, then it won't happen. So anyways, here we are today. The DRS thing worked. We ran to 910. I got out. We got back into APE. We're running here on AMC around 524. We hit 551 again on Friday. Then it got knocked down really hard at the end of the day, which is to be expected for the options chain. But we saw really strong price movement. Now I'm hoping the further we get in to earnings, which is Feb 28th, 5 p.m. Eastern, which we're going to stream live and we're going to have a space call. I'll be on this channel live. Earnings is going to be great, and I'll tell you why. Avatar made so much money, it's ridiculous. Black Adam made a ton of money. Black Panther Wakanda Forever made a ton of money, and all the smaller movies on the side made good money too. But Regal, who is going bankrupt, noted in their documents that Avatar alone let them put $175 million cash on their books during a bankruptcy thing. Okay, right there, Brandon Carson. How come GameStop DRS hasn't worked? Go tell me what the price of GameStop is. And the GameStop DRS did work. It put massive pressure on the shorts. I mean, look at that. Hold on, sorry. Typed in DRS. It did work. GameStop's still over $22. And guess what that is before they're split? DRS has worked great for GameStop. I don't know why everybody tries to compare apples and oranges. It's ridiculous. GameStop will probably still be in the run for another pump when AMC kicks off. But GameStop will go twice as high. That's just the reality of it. GameStop hasn't been polluted and diluted to death by Adam Aaron. Adam Aaron's dilutions, yes, they're going to save the company. They're going to raise capital. But there's more people DRSing GameStop. That means there's less shares out in the market. And when a market event does happen and these shorts can't keep the basketball under the water, GameStop's going to be the one to pop way harder than AMC is, because AMC is going through this event with APE, which has massively diluted our flow. I mean, I don't think people understand how bad this has diluted our flow. And when we did DRS, like I said, the volume and intensity at which the retail investment community DRSs is going to equal the magnitude of the price action. That's how it works. You can DRS the entire float over a period of 2 years, but it gives time short to loophole and recover and get in and out of the play. It's just how it works. If you DRS hard and fast, like we did after Adam Aaron talked about DRS in the earnings call, you get a run like we did, where we ran to $9.10, because enough people DRS their shares quick enough that brokers had to recall shares, right? Said, hey, I got to recall these shares. This guy's DRSing their share. You can't short it no more. That's how it worked. So anyways, DRS does work. It's just people are ignorant on it. They don't do enough DD, and then you get the big influencers who may not like me or Froggy Styles or Al from Boston, and they talk crap about it, and they have no clue what they're talking about. You know, they're pushing phase 6, 14032, blah, blah, blah. I see a thing where it looks like somebody sent me a thing, a document, a filing saying Blunt's is going through bankruptcy or went through bankruptcy. Nobody really knows who Bigham's is. He's been wrong on almost everything he said. Phase 6 has done nothing. And Cat Stryker just tweeted the other day when AMC was at $7 that, oh, I'm buying more AMC. Then it crashed down to $4. Meanwhile, we've been playing ape arbitrage, making a killing on the money. But for some reason, people don't want to listen to this DRS stuff. And all the rumors, oh, Ken Griffin owns Computer Share. It's all false. It's all garbage. Anyways, I do have good news. I'm very bullish on this, right? This is from Mark. And Mark's not in the play. He's going after Adam Aaron for what Adam Aaron has been doing. But when a short seller says this is a good thing. And this is my thesis from the beginning. That Mark codes. The AMC short cover when APE converts. CEO Adam, who is an idiot, tipped his hand to the shorts with APE. That's why it was so obvious what an asshat Aaron was doing. This is just Mark's opinion and not mine. That is why it's obvious. Okay, instead of shorting AMC, I warned everyone, including the dead people in Aarontown, just keep drinking the Kool-Aid. So Mark's out here talking about APE shorts covering when APE gets converted, which makes a lot of sense. That's the general thesis. Now, APE would have worked on issuance, the issuance of the dividend, right? This would have blown AMC through the roof if Adam Aaron wouldn't have dropped it weeks in advance. If Adam Aaron would have came out 4 days prior to on a Monday and said, by Thursday, you're all going to have a special dividend in your account called APE. This is what it is, blah, blah, blah. It would have absolutely blown the shorts out of the water. But giving them 2 weeks to a month in advance to prepare their positions for this was a disaster, which ended up with 43 million FTDs. And Adam Aaron actually did confront this from a retail investor in the theater the other day, where he said, I think they were just late deliveries. And that's not true. There wasn't 43 million late deliveries on APE. It was 43 million APE that failed to deliver because the brokers didn't actually have the shares they needed to deliver it, which caused those FTDs. So they had to wait 7 days to run around, buy, sell, swap, find APE, deliver them, do IOUs, all that crap that we know they do. So that's, really important. Now, it's interesting that Mark tweeted that. I'm really glad he did. My thesis is that when APE converts, you're going to, and here's one more thing. The reason APE flopped like it did was because it was planned to flop. That way Adam Aron could get retail shareholders off his back by selling majority of the shares to Antara Capital so they could control the vote. They could take their shares at a profit, sell them to other institutions that need to cover, blah, blah, blah. Shorts managed to cover their shares before this big event. If they got in on time, if they were part of the roundtable, if they're not, they risk getting blown out during the conversion reverse split CUSIP change. I'm talking shorts that are naked short right now that have no clue they're naked short. Not every short selling hedge fund is the villain. They may be trying to legally short a stock, and then they get shares from a company like Robinhood, and they're not legitimate. And Robinhood is currently having troubles again. They had to buy back 600 million of their own shares, 600 million Robinhood, and I believe it was from the Sam Bankman-Friedman one. So they just took a big hit. Now, what I'm going to look for when all this happens is the brokers melting down. You'll see Robinhood, you'll see TD Ameritrade, you'll see Public, you'll see these brokers melt down. I really believe they're not going to have the capital to transition this move. They're not going to have the shares they need to make sure everybody gets their shares in time. We'll see a flurry of FTDs. Hopefully Adam Aron comes out swinging for the fences with this when it does happen, instead of just going, oh, I don't know, it doesn't look like FTDs to me. You know, he has an opportunity here to make this thing hit hard and then slap everybody afterwards if he comes out swinging for the fences. We have a big opportunity on our hands. Now, with Mark's statement, I think people don't realize how important Mark's statement that he tweeted is. You can like him or hate him, but here's the deal. APE would have absolutely went through the roof if Adam Aron wouldn't have broadcasted his punch on the first issuance of the dividend, but he is still talking here. The AMC shorts cover when APE converts. So AMC shorts, you know, that's coming from a short seller. That's good news to me. If AMC shorts start to cover during the APE conversion, hopefully they start covering a couple days before the convert, which means after a really good earnings call, right? AMC is going to have a great Q4 earnings call. If Regal put that much money on their books while they're going through bankruptcy because of one movie, AMC just put a lot on their books because of that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movies and all the concessions they've been selling, right? So I really believe we're going to have surprises on EPS. We're going to have surprises on revenue. Then Adam Aron is going to come out with some type of catalyst like popcorn or credit cards. He's going to say the credit card pre-orders are done. We're going to issue them tomorrow. Popcorn's going to be in Kroger by March 14th, which would be a perfect day to drop it right before the vote. So you got 2 new revenue streams, spook and shorts, on the back of a huge earnings. And maybe he comes out and announces some type of thing where, okay, we've worked with Paramount and Warner Bros. And this and that, and they have agreed to make more movies over the course of the next 2 years out to 2024, right? So the theaters are banging, more movies are coming in. That's why I bought 2024 $5 AMC call leaps. I'm just going to sit and I'm going to forget about those. In a year from now, when they're printing like crazy because AMC's making money, I'm going to cash them in. Or if we do get a squeeze scenario where shorts do cover AMC when APE converts, and they also have to cover some of their APE. There's over 6% short interest on APE, which is probably a lot more. It's just reporting numbers. I'm sure APE is shorted way more than it's supposed to be right now. I think APE should be sitting at $5 and AMC should be sitting around $9 to $10. Really, like, just conservatively. And we almost got there the other day until the halt. After every halt, we just take a nosedive, man. That's how they set it up. So, if they start covering AMC before and APE and AMC run together into the conversion, that's great. If they don't cover until after conversion and APE and AMC are spread, I'll let it convert and take my arbitrage, and then the price will go up. That'd be great. If they don't cover at all and AMC and APE just kind of gain slowly, that's great. But you got to understand short interest and cost to borrow. Cost to borrow is through the freaking roof. They can't afford to short new shares of this thing. When the market's getting ready to flip over, you know, the overall macro market, we had a big bullish run here. I would still call it a bull run in a bear market. That was really good. We're consolidating in this huge channel. We took a hit right here because of the Fed coming out and saying 0.50, which I really messed up. I knew I was going to hold my March options out until March, and I didn't. So I sold down here thinking I was doing okay right at this level, and then it dips. I'm like, oh, I did right, and then it comes all the way back up, and it looks like the market wants to move Monday. So I kind of screwed myself on that, but I'm still big time in the play on APE. I've got over 14,000 shares. I've got my AMC leaps. If I see AMC come down further in price, I'll buy more of those leaps out to 2024 and forget them. If it all blows up and AMC runs and APE runs and it catches AMC, say it's like 10 and 10 or 5 and 5, right before the 13th, I'll sell all my shares, maybe keep 25% in case there's a meltdown afterwards. But if there's no arbitrage, then I'm not going to keep my shares through conversion in case the shorts come in and destroy it, right? If there is an arbitrage gap, I'll let it convert, and then I'll put a stop limit so I'm landing in the profits in case they short it and it starts coming back down. If they don't short it and they cover and it starts flying, I'll just let it ride, man. So we have multiple scenarios to watch for, but we've went through them all. I know every scenario that could potentially happen. There may be some variables I'm missing, but if I have shorts cover before, I got a plan. Shorts cover during, I got a plan. Shorts cover after, I got a plan. Or if they don't cover at all, I have a plan. If they reshort it, I have a plan. And I'll know what to look for in the charting as I'm doing this, which I'll try to be live while I'm doing this so everybody can see what I'm doing. But so far, I've been playing the APE volatility. I've made killer moves on it. I made a ton of money, took a good paycheck this year. And then I decided to go all back in on APE just a couple days ago when it was barcoding hard. It was barcoding like crazy here. I went all in on it. I might buy some more Monday, but we are tapping 239. 239. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quadruple bottom. It broke through here, but this is after Antara was unloading shares. Probably had some retail unload too. I knew I should have bought more right here. I knew it. I had to buy up here, 10 cents higher. But either way, we're in the play. Now, if shorts cover 22% short interest on AMC, they'll probably have to cover the 6 on APE. Meaning, if they do it before, this red line is March 13th right here, March 14th, right? This is when the conversion happens. We are still close to this uptrend line, which we broke once and recovered. If we recover back up to this uptrend line and it climbs slowly, that's good. I'll know that shorts aren't looking to cover up till the 14th. And then I'll decide if I'm playing arbitrage or if I'm going to sell and take profits if the price gap is gone. If we start going sideways here in a consolidation pattern, that means I think APE is probably going to get covered. AMC is probably going to get covered. We're going to see a massive move to the upside to retest the 311 level, which would be great. If we break through that, 360. If we break through that, 336, excuse me, line's in the way. If we break through that, there is a big chance that we go back to this $5 range, which I'm really excited for. There's not much between there and there. That $5 range is key, and I think that's where I want to go with this. I think it's where we go if AMC starts covering on their short positions, right? Which we're getting to the end of the descending wedge. We have to have a breakout to the upside. There's no way AMC can go below 350 at this point with this much traffic going on, the insanity and the volatility and whatnot. I think we're getting ready to have a major breakout to the upside before the 14th. Due to APE, it's the perfect timing. The descending wedge is ending. We have to have some type of breakout, which is lining up with the conversion reverse split. I hope everybody gets their freaking money back on this. I hope people understand how to play through high volatility to the upside. I'm going to be very calm, cool, collected. I won't even be drinking that week. I will not have a single beer or nothing that week, so I'm nice and laser focused. I'll be streaming live, and I will set my buys and sells, my exit strategy live as I'm going. So if people want to copy it, they can. It's just my personal strategy. It's not advice. But so far, I've done pretty good. So when the AMC decides to take off and run, I would love to see it come back up, fill this gap down that we had. Well, this is, kind of reverse split news, kind of not. But we do have room where we got to fill back to the upside at least to $10. But look at this. This downside gap here. Here we got $10 when the stock started moving properly. And then we had, this is $27.50. This was when APE was issued back in August. Then we had, the heavy dilution, the split. Basically, APE was a split is what they called it. We came way down. We need to recover this $10 range. and I think we can. I think if we test this $10 range on AMC due to some short covering or people buying in because of FOMO events, which is funny because the SEC just put out a tweet, SEC Education, talking about not investing in FOMO right before this happens. I think I retweeted it. Let me find it. It's funny they tweeted it. It's an absolutely garbage tweet. They say, you know, don't invest in FOMO. You need to invest in healthy stocks, blah, blah, blah. But anybody that was invested in these healthy stocks this past 6 months absolutely took a massive hit just as bad as anybody in AMC did. Here it is. When it comes to making decisions about investment opportunities, don't fall for FOMO. Learn more in our director's take, right? This is so bad. This is not the SEC's job. It's just disgusting. I've made more money on FOMO events than I have on any other stock, which is going to lead me to building really good positions in the future when the market recovers. But they want you in on all these blue chip stocks that keep getting slapped in the face every 5 days because the Fed comes out and says absolutely stupid stuff over the airways like, oh, we're not taking 5-0 rate hikes off the table. There's no reason to say that. There is no reason to say that. Just put the data out. We don't need a Fed person on TV every week killing the market every time we have some type of bull rally. This is their soft landing, is killing the market and then letting it pump and killing the market and letting it pump. This is how they're doing their soft landing, and the institutions are playing it perfectly. Anyways, hopefully we see AMC breakout. Hopefully we get some short covering closer into this range here when we get closer to March 13th. Then APE will follow naturally AMC to the upside. We are still on this beautiful upside long-term uptrend. If we hold it, which we bounced yesterday, and I'm glad we held it, then we keep climbing. If we go sideways in this channel, then you might see one big violent move up. I hope we see nice, consistent growth all the way up to this range here, back to the $3 range, and then suddenly shorts start covering AMC, and we run APE back to 5, AMC back to 10. That would be absolutely beautiful. It'll be more money than I need for anything else in my life. I will take 75% of it immediately, put it into heavy dividend stocks like ARCC, and I will sit back. I'll put $5 grand back in my account with play money, but I'm going to let the bulk of my money sit and just collect dividends every year. If it goes right, I plan on collecting over $5,000 a year in dividends compounding over the next 5 years on one stock, which is going to be amazing. And then I'll keep flipping little plays on the side and try to hit more volatile FOMO type events in the meantime for fun. But anyways, that's all I got, guys. Bullish on Mark's comment, bullish on the chart. I love APE. I'm all in. I've got a stop limit at 215 just in case things go sideways. I don't think we'll hit 215. I think we're too high up in the chain. If I see it creep to 230, I'm going to be watching very close for any type of stop loss hunt. I'm not big on stop losses, but I've set this one deep enough, I think, where I may even move it to 210, but I set it just in case suddenly Antara unloads all their shares before the conversion for some unknown reason. You know, the vote's probably already passed. Who knows if they want to hold on to this? They could dump their shares tomorrow. I don't know. I don't know because the waiver's been freaking, you know, the lockup period's been waived. They're changing the contracts. They're changing the proxies. I'm going to watch very closely. I'm willing to take a 30% downside on this, which would suck, but I am not going to lose all of my money watching APE go back to $1.50 because Antara just decided to dump it all and not go through the conversion. It doesn't make sense. I believe they'll hold it. I believe they'll go through the conversion, but I always think, what if, and I set myself up for every scenario. So anyways, a couple comments in here. Let's see. You literally posted about your 215 stop loss all over the place. Okay. Gil B, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What's up, dude? What's up, Goose? Detective Pikachu. We need the Ape Father. Ape Father, I don't know. I've never really seen his videos. I've seen him around a couple times, but will the 13 days of 100% utilization actually happen, or will they manipulate that too? I don't know, man. You know, short interest is self-reported. Who even knows what the real data is? I mean, there could be the billions of shares out there we've all been talking about for years. So this could be a major melt-up, or they could manipulate it into a flop. But we're preparing for every scenario. There will be volatility to play. That's almost a guarantee. When they issue the proxy voting mail, would they not get to know how many naked shorts are? So here's the deal. There's a lot of people who have not got their proxies yet from Fidelity and TD Ameritrade. I got mine from ComputerShare, go figure. But there's people who haven't got their proxies. So when those people who own shares don't get a proxy and don't vote on those shares, you can't identify that they're a synthetic share because nobody's voting on it. All the votes come in. That means all the shares are accounted for. So if all the shares are accounted for, which not everybody will vote anyways, it'll probably be like 60, 70% of all investors that actually vote. But there'll be a large sum who don't get a proxy and don't vote. And that could be that the proxy agent doesn't see them or that the institutions they're holding their shares with voted for them. So it's a big problem. Shorts and naked shorts don't own the stock, so they wouldn't get a proxy. 43 million FTDs killed APE, absolutely. LedgerX was the derivatives tool used on the FTX platform, and it was salvaged from the bankruptcy and can be used in the future against retail. Oh yeah, absolutely. A needs to have plenty of PRs around the conversion, absolutely. He needs to have PRs that are bullish though. He can't come out and say stupid shit like he does where he's like, oh, wow, I don't know, it's not looking good, or T0 is likely illegal, or oops, we did something with APE we shouldn't have. He's got to quit saying that stuff. It affects the stock price. Talk about movies and popcorn all day. Stop talking about mechanics and events in the stock. The T0 thing is what absolutely emboldened shorts to crush this thing down. It absolutely is. He should have never tweeted about T0 back in 2021. I've never bought a put, but my first one will be on the conversion. I'm going to watch very carefully after the conversion for any type of covering. If they cover before the conversion and we see mad run, then I'm going to buy puts directly after, right? If they cover after, obviously I'm going to be watching. If I see any upward action, I'll wait until RSI goes through the roof, then I'll buy puts. But you know what's funny? This entire scenario, and this is what Trey said a long time ago, but he said it too late. He said it when we were down here. If Trey and Astro would have came out with their theory of hedging your position to the downside by buying puts while we were in this range, if all of retail would have went out and bought put leaps out till like March 2022, right? Then this probably wouldn't have happened. That strategy would have worked because any downside like this would have reduced loss on retail shares because the puts would have started printing like crazy right to here. Then the puts all would have been in the money and retail could have went in and used that cash to buy more shares. And this event would have been way better. But afterwards, if I'm still holding, if there's a squeeze happening and I'm holding through the squeeze event on AMC, that could be caused by the conversion reverse split. And we're going $5, $10, $15. I'm like, this is great. I'm immediately going to start buying puts back for $10. And then as soon as the stock starts to drop, I'll sell my main position and I'll let those puts run in the money. And then out to 2024, when AMC's back 20, 30 bucks again because the movie theaters come back, I'll cash in my call options on my leaps. So multiple strategies to play here. But if Trey and Astro would have came out with that theory back when we were still in the $30 range, man, this play would have went way different. I wish they would have came out with it earlier. At the time they came out with it when we were at, the new lows, it wasn't worth it because there wasn't much downside left on the stock. Popcorn and CC will add a few $100 million per year, so it'll help. Oh, yeah. I actually think it'll add more than a few $100 million. I think the credit card and the popcorn, people are looking for credit cards right now. Retail consumers are big on credit cards because of inflation. I think the credit card could easily bring in $200 million a year on its own for AMC. Popcorn, we'll see. The gross margin on that's pretty good. And with an AMC brand name that's been trending for 2 years, if they come out and really market this thing correctly, and they put promos on the box and you get like a free movie ticket, and once in a while you get a lucky box of popcorn, a free movie ticket, AMC popcorn will sell good, man. Hycroft is one of the wild cards. I agree. If Diane Garrett comes out in March, right during the conversion, and says, oh, by the way, we're restarting mining, imagine Hycroft Mine restarting mining, it going to $2, AMC just makes $100 million overnight, and then reverse split, convert, slaps everybody in the face. Excuse me, I had to clear my throat. I would love to see Hycroft go crazy. I'm actually waiting for my Hycroft coins. I bought 2 of them, put them on my shelf. I love the collectible type stuff to remind me of everything we've been through. And it's silver. Eventually, it'll be worth more than I paid for it. Maybe 2 years from now. Who knows? Gotta be kidding. Selling APE at 5. I don't know. Why would I? If APE goes to 5 and it starts dropping, then I'm going to sell it. Common sense. Why would I hold APE from 5 down to 2? What if that happens? It's just. Y'all should know Antara sold puts and bought calls all the way out through July. Absolutely, Gil. Yep. They actually closed a lot of their AMC positions. So if Antara is loading up properly for a squeeze scenario, that's bullish for us. The problem is the MOAS. This is the problem. The MOAS has been diffused. We're going to see some great volatility. We're going to get money. But the big play that we had is being diffused. And I guess I don't blame Adam Aaron for it, because if we would have held this stock down to 3 and kept voting no on capital raises and AMC couldn't make money, it would have went into bankruptcy, and then it would have been down to $1. Shorts would have taken it down to $1. So Adam Aaron set it up. He kind of screwed us. You know, this whole thing's a little shady on how it was forced down our throats. But I say, let him. It's already there. Just we're voted. We're coming up to March 13th. Let him raise his money. Let the thing reverse split convert. Let's see what happens. I bet everybody's going to be able to get out of the play at some point in time or another and at least recover some of their money. AMC long here as of Friday. TRK going to blow up tomorrow. Oh, it's already up 60. RK. I'll take a look at TRKA Monday if I can get in real quick. If it's not through the roof on pre-market, that'd be cool. If it's up 60% in Germany, that's, you know, maybe we see 30% pre-market. So hopefully by 7, you know, it's just hanging out and chilling. I'll try to get a little bit and see what's going on with that. Thanks for that shot. Thanks for the drop, man. Froggy Stonks is the trusted salute. Thanks, King. Appreciate it, man. Anyways, yeah. So there we go. I'm not saying to get into TRK. I'm just going to check it out. Thanks for the tip. APE, everything coming up. See you guys tomorrow at the market open. Love what Cohode said. I love all the pressure. Everybody out there, whether you're for or against conversion, split, whatever your opinion is, I don't care if you're arguing with each other, whatever. Let's trend AMC and APE again on Twitter. Get it trending. It doesn't matter if you're for or against. Hashtag AMC, hashtag APE. Trend the crap. It hasn't trended on Twitter in a long time. Everybody go out to Twitter today. Please, we got 122 viewers in the comments watching the video. Please like and sub. Share the video. Hashtag AMC, hashtag APE. Let's do a big push out to the 13 to get this thing trending again. Doesn't matter what side of the table you're on. Just hashtag AMC, hashtag APE. Let the world know we're still here. Get everybody's attention back on the play. It's completely free advertisement for APE and AMC and your positions. It's easy to do. Hashtag AMC, hashtag APE. Even create a new one if you want. It doesn't matter. Just get it trending. Let's get it trending again. Guys, thanks for coming. Please like, sub, share the video. Appreciate you guys very much. I'll see you all in Market Open tomorrow. And to our friends in